Well, hello there and welcome back to Attingham Park on Farming Simulator, to episode 34. We're starting off by putting a bit of repair on this Massey. £2,000 is not as much as I thought, actually. Should we look at some customizations on it? We could really do with getting the his area pro thing. In fact, we should look at doing it. How much is it? Not on sale, that's for sure. What would it be under miscellaneous? 24,000. Maybe not yet. Wowzers. Right, we have gone heavy on the leasing today because we're going to be getting quite a few bits and bobs done on the grass fields to start with. We have got a cultivating contract, but we're holding off on that for the moment. We're going to start by putting lime on the small holding. I'm hoping I'm really hoping this holds it. Yep. Yeah, it does. It does. Alright, let's go and see. It's going to tank through that, isn't it? I feel like I'm definitely going to need more lime. A lot more lime. See how far we get on this first one. 950 litres. I think maybe straight up the middle as well to see how wide a spread we're getting. I mean, we could have hired a worker and got them to do it, but you know, it's a little bit cheaty, just a little bit. So this is leased, but it's this lime spread's leased. It's not. We'll see how it gets on with the sizing of it, but do the whole lot, didn't we? Fold. Fold. Lower. Okay, that's spreading out pretty far. And we're out. Okay. So that's going to involve a trip to the shops. Yeah, I'm going to have to go shops and get some more lime. Quite a bit more lime. I shall revisit you when I'm back down here. Well, this became a very long, arduous task. I really want to get as much done before it gets too dark. Oh, the horse needs a run out as well. That would be needed to be done. So I used the cattle trailer to go and order some lime. Accidentally ordered too much in big bags. Brought it back, it wouldn't tip into here, so I had to tip it onto the ground, then pick it up, to put it in. And then I thought I'll take the forklift over. And I thought we'll take the forklift over and Christ. We'll take the forklift over and sorry, sheep. Might actually do the whole lot. I'm gonna need the honking through it, but oh my days. Okay. So much backwards and forwards, and I just want to get it done, or as much done as possible before it's too dark to record it, because if it gets too dark we'll have to leave it and carry it on the next day. But oh, can this fill up from no. Lower it down. Oh dear. Right, now if we just park that there, in theory we can reverse up underneath and get what we need. Mr. Sheep, Mrs. Sheep, you're going to have to move out of the way. Yeah, this is gonna honk through it. I've got a feeling I need to do the glade as well. Lower. Yes, 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 yes. And then raise it up. Man, it really goes through it quick. Oh my days. Snowy, snowy June. Hey, next doors will be happy, they've got a bit of... No, let's go from this end. Roughly in the middle. Why is it not getting that bit? Oops, turn off quick. Dee 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 dee. Here we go. That will run out there. And hopefully, I think it'll be 2 more runs maybe. That's only this front end. I mean the back bit's a little bit hit and miss because it's just it's more of a sort of random area, but although yeah, it's going to be 2 runs. Whoops, a daisy. Okay. Top up and through the middle. So that's not too bad. If it's worth just doing the whole lot over here. Might need to look for some other form of lime spreader maybe. Avoid the trees. Now, do we attempt to do the glade as part of the last? I feel that maybe we should. And then the liming's done. We can tick that off. That's happened, finished. Top it up. Should be light enough to pick up now. Perfect pH value. Bad nitrogen. What time it's going to get dark? Let's walk around with that. If I could just rest it on the top. If it got straps on it. I can just drop it in, can't I, really? Yeah. Leave it in there. Sort of works. So for, what is it, 2,300, if you were to put a decent amount in it, you've got yourselves a rather good. That old 950, that's a 5,000 litre crate. Yeah, you're holding a fair amount of well, you could probably fit two crates in there. A little bit cheaty, but it could work. Oh, it's gonna work, isn't it? Right, I'm gonna quickly chuck a bit of lime on here, take this back and pick up the pick up the other bits, the roller and the slurry spreader. So I'll see you shortly. We picked up this slurry tanker which we have leased. And somewhere, I think that is where we get digestate from. Yep. I can't remember what it holds. Looks like 6,000. Very good. And I'm not sure what the spread width is. That big. But that's okay. Because it's not blasting through it. I think the small holding might need a couple of runs. I think this is going to need a couple of runs, but this looks like it works fairly well. Oh dear. Should give us the space to turn around at the bottom. Quite fairly impressed with this actually. I think this is about 10,000 to buy. There's another one that's 14 and a little bit more more expensive and requiring a slightly larger horsepower. Again, these trees do make it pretty difficult to see where we're going. But we already knew that was going to be the case. But that's doing pretty good actually. I'm quite happy with this. I certainly feel like this might be worth an investment. I'd sort of want to try out the £14,000 one, just to see what the difference is. So we'll lease that one once the harvesting's done, and pick up these odd bits that we've missed. Yeah, free fertiliser going down, that's can't particularly complain at that. Still getting some strange lines coming up though. Oh, let's top it up. Oh, I'm going to top this up, take it over to the small holding, so that's ready to go. I'm going to get the other tractor and go and pick up the roller, because I want to see if the roller's going to do anything on that field before we lay down any digestate. We can probably have a quick check on what this says at the minute. Perfect and perfect, so we should be in theory not needing, I think the roll state is meant to put a state of fertilisation on it itself, but we'll find out. We'll find out shortly. I shall see you in a moment. So as we slowly make our way to the small holding with this grassland roller, I'm a little bit concerned as it seems to be completely deleting all of this grass. Oh, this is really struggling. It is pulling a big concrete wheel behind it, to be fair. I want to just give it a bit of a test out before it's too dark. We can maybe switch on and do the cultivating contract. Is there any extras to come on there for the evening? We've got more cultivating to be done. Go on then, I'll do that for you, mate. Oh, the other one's disappeared. Okay. Alright. Back to those days again, is it? So if you take a contract, you've got to be able to finish it. Just completely disintegrating. I mean, the grass is growing straight out of dirt roads, so hopefully that is gonna grow back. I'm gonna cut through our hedge and just pull a line straight through. Ah, we've got a different texture here. This might give us a bit of a clue. Yeah, okay, so it looks like it just rolls back that. That's not really... So we're not really going to be able to see any difference in that whatsoever. Maybe after we've put fertiliser on it would be the best thing to do. It is taking that grass back. So it is doing something. But in the meantime, I'll just pop it on here. So that can be done in the morning. The horse needs riding, Leonardo, so we'll give him a quick trot about before it's too... Oop, he doesn't like that. Take him out with the sheep. We lose our light. You have got the room to exercise the horses in the small holding if you didn't want to take them out. But it's nice to have a look at what surrounding areas we've got, isn't it? This field's huge. Doesn't really take too long to exercise the horses, which is quite good. Ideally a job that you want to get done first thing in the morning when you wake up, so then you can get on with the rest of your day, your other bits and bobs, the chores. I'll start heading back now. Little field 17 there. So, morning will come. We will be laying some slurry on here, potentially rolling it. It's a big area to do with that roller at 5 mile an hour. He's all good. Still got plenty of food. Alright, we've got slurry tanks here ready to go in the morning. That's good news. I'm going to head over, get another tractor and start doing that cultivating job. So I will see you in the morning after the cultivating's done. I'll probably just start it now and finish it in the morning. Good morning all. Nice early start here. Just finishing up this field. To wrap up June. Another cultivating contract has come up. I have taken it. Hopefully, if at some point I save and close the game and reopen it, it won't disappear. I think I've taken it. Yep. I did use one of the newer masses on here last night for most of it because it was dark and a bit chilly, but I thought it's a lovely warm morning today. It's 20 degrees, so I thought, you know what, let's bring this one up and finish it with this, get ourselves a little bit of a tan, shall we? I love this. Cultivator is superb. So we'll get this job done, then we'll sling some slurry over on the small holding. I suppose we better check the animals as well. I think they'll be wanting some feed. The horse will want his run. Should have lifted that up, shouldn't I? Don't really want to be. I'm not sure with the cultivator because it's quite shallow. If you can just, I suppose you can just drag it around because it's just ruffling the top, really, isn't it? Turning it with a plough might be a slightly different area. It's been just checked the used vehicle market and there's a couple of bits in there that I'd really like to take, but the finances would require loans. I'm not sure if we're at that level yet. It says it's finished, but I'll do the last few runs anyway. They wanted us to harvest the field. And we did. and then they've asked us back to cultivate it, so they were obviously happy with the job we've done. Probably because we ended up having to put a load of barley that we bought ourselves into the deal. So. But this will hopefully put us back into making money for June. I mean, it will do. The other cultivating contract is on a field that we've just harvested as well, although we didn't get anything for that. I think that was 14 is the one near the small holding. I mean, just looking at the timer, cultivating maybe on the next episode. I could possibly... We are going to need a harvester for... a lovely stuff. Needs a little bit of attention to it as well, so we need to do a bit of a sweep on fixing things. I'll just show you quickly while you're here. Now I can collect that. It's not the sales, is it? There's a Manitou telehandler for 55 grand. It's only had 9 hours work on it as well. And the big old Landini, it's only got 10.5 hours on it for 88 grand. Now that potentially is everything we need. The only thing is, I don't think we actually have the land to go with any of that yet. And we have got to, we've got to hire a header and a harvester next month, so I don't know what to do. I think it's going to be a no. I'll see you back over at the small holding when we shall put some slurry down. Do 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 do. Suppose if we just pop that there for now. Ugh, damn bushes. Still 31 chickens. No eggs hatching yet. Time is ticking. Now, should we start top end? Yeah, start from the top. Well, I suppose it weren't too bad, was it? It's spreading it. I think it's running down a lot quicker on here. I have to freshen up their water in a minute. Because they won't want to be drinking that. I know I wouldn't. Oops. A little bit close in on that. Back into that corner. Sort of. Potentially this might need ploughing up and doing if we don't just go with the aspect of turning it into sorry mate, you again. Not the neatest of work going on here. Right, as this is running out of time and digestate, I'm going to have to run back and get more. I'll skip forward to the end and we'll see if we can potentially see anything out of that roller at this point. I might keep hold of it for an extra day to see what happens, because I'll need to wrap this up very soon. So we've put about as much as we can do out here. There's a lot of white patches, although it's saying it's good for nitrogen. Not the biggest amounts of nitrogen though, so maybe... Oh, I've knocked the hay out the way, haven't I? Hay, wool. 65, 85, 105 per kilos per hectare. That's still looking okay. So let's see if this will do anything. I mulched though, so that's making me wonder whether that won't add. The extra bit. I don't want to drive over that grass. I do need to move that grass. Yeah, that's a thought. So it's getting rid of that grass. So maybe it is working, but it's just incredibly long. Got an idea. What I'll do, 30, 45, in between you two, 70, 65, 80. Let's go straight up through where they were and then follow it back, see if it's changed it. Don't walk in the way of this. Oh, mid-slam. Maybe it is working. It's just difficult to tell without it leaving a marker. No field found. So I suppose I just got to roll with it. Excuse the pun. Surely you've got to do it when there's a stage of growth coming through. I don't know. If we're doing grassland, I think it might just be more sensible to buy a newer grass roller anyway at some point. But that's all we've got time for today's episode. So what's left for me to say is, if you've liked the video, please hit that like button. If you'd like to stay up to date with any new videos as they come through, get notified as soon as they're out, hit the subscribe button, please. If you'd like to leave any comments, please feel free in the comments section below. And until then, until next time even, thank you ever so much for watching. Bye bye.